back into After the Whistle. Tristan Thomas here out at Kenmare, talking with one of our state champions from the wrestling season. It's William Cook, state champion. First time winning it. What did it mean to go out to Fargo and get it done this time after multiple trips there of coming up a little bit short?
It was great. I mean, lots of people in the crowd. I had lots of family come from kind of all over, so that was really great to see all them and, just be able to experience it. Town of Kenmare hasn't had a state champion in quite a while since my head coach was the last state champion we had, so it was good to kind of, get one back on the board, and hopefully that's kind of setting the tone for the rest couple of years for some of the guys that I'm in the room with now. So.
Yeah, and you're a guy who's kind of made the rounds for sportsmanship on Facebook. How important is that to you to in those big moments, even if you're a winner, to go back and really care for everyone around?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, everything that, we do all these sports for fun, and to make sure everyone can kind of have fun is something that's always been really important to me. So much work gets put into it. I mean, cutting the weight, staying down there, maintaining for that long, doing like UFC level weight cuts sometimes where you're cutting 15, 20 pounds. I mean, it's really hard work, and kind of when you get to that level where it's like, this guy's on my level, he must have put in the same work that I do, and I just want to show that respect because that's what I'd want if I was in his shoes,
Yeah, and for you and your upbringing and just your life leading to this point, is there something that you think kind of has led you to be someone who's kind of can come in with the perspective of wanting to be just a nice guy out there?
Yeah, well, my dad, obviously he's been really big, making sure whenever I lose, it's like you can't just throw your headgear and throw a temper tantrum. You gotta respect that the guy beat you that time, and you can use it as fuel later on. But at the end of the day, you're both trying to win, and only one person can, so you can't take that personally. So I'd really attribute kind of the attitude I have towards sports and sportsmanship to my dad and my faith. It's important to always remember to be kind and stuff like that, even when we're in those tense moments.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you mentioned weight cutting. For people who don't know about that, I mean, what all goes into that, and how tough and how much of a whole process can that be?
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much get into the best athletic shape you can be, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, you got to get all the way down to 7% body fat, and then you don't drink water for 12 hours or something before weigh-in, because that's a lot heavier than people would expect. I mean, if I only weigh 139 pounds, I drink a pound of water. That's just one bottle, and it can get pretty heavy pretty quick. But in order to be good at wrestling, the weight cut kind of goes hand in hand with that, and in order to be good at a weight cut, you have to be dedicated. So that's kind of where the respect comes from, is the dedication required to do that in the sport, and tell yourself no to a gallon of ice cream every night,
Yeah, for sure. And you mentioned you're someone who's just involved in a lot. It sounds like, not just the extracurricular wise. What keeps you moving? What keeps you always involved in something, and not just taking some time off, I guess.
Yeah, really. I mean, I've just got a lot of really great mentors who are very excited to share the things that they know about their particular area with me, and so it's great to be around those people and to learn all those different things. I like to be a well-rounded individual. I like to be able to speak when I need to. I like to be able to wrestle if I need to, and then just all the other things like drama and all that. Not only is it fun because I got a really great support system around me that does it with me, but it just gives me another opportunity to kind of hone in some leadership skills or talk to a different kind of person that I normally wouldn't, in a sports realm, talking to someone who just does speech or drama or something like that.
Yeah, and I know you're interested in being a history teacher, right? And you're kind of working with Tim Wallstrom, of course, the big-time volleyball coach that everyone knows around here, but he's also a history teacher. What's it been like learning from him in that job?
It's been great, because obviously the thing that you're really worried about when you're kind of deciding maybe this is what I want to do for my life is I got to look at the bad aspects of it too, like, oh shoot, I got to do paperwork and grade kids' papers all the time. Like, how am I going to react to that? And so he's really let me be really, really hands-on in that and get a good experience for, okay, here's the ups of teaching and here's the downs of teaching. I spent 3 weeks teaching some 7th graders their history class, and that was really fun. And then I've been grading their papers all year, so I kind of know what to expect when I get into the teaching realm, and I'm looking forward to it. It hasn't turned me away from it at all, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Well, best of luck. Congratulations, and best of luck with your senior season coming up. I'm sure you got a lot coming up you're excited about. As I mentioned, staying busy, right?
Yeah,
exactly. So.